want to thank you all for your testimony. I want to thank you all for your time. I want to thank you all for your courage. As someone who was born in Lincoln Park and grew up across the city of Chicago, including the South Side and Bronzeville, I can tell you that I know this city's strength, and I am seeing it here today with this panel. I also have to share with you that the stories that you all have shared are eerily similar to the stories that have happened in my city in Los Angeles, where ordinary folks are defying the terror and upholding the law. Mm-hmm. And I want to share one of those stories with you. Enrique Lozano, a constituent of mine, 20 years in the city of Culver City, selling ice cream, selling paletas. He was working the day that he was stopped by ICE. And he told ICE that I'm not doing anything wrong. And ICE said, well, you fit the description of what we're looking for. And they snatched him. They kidnapped him for 114 days. He was given only one phone call that lasted just 40 seconds. And he was kidnapped and transferred from California to New Mexico to Florida before we were able to bring him home. And I told his niece that I was coming here. And she wrote this to me. She said, many people are not as lucky as my uncle. He says that he always told himself that if he were ever to be put in a cell with 4 walls, that he would die. But on the contrary, it made him stronger. And his message to Chicago is never lose faith. Keep fighting. Never look back, and you will be okay. We are united. So I have some questions. You know, Kimberly mentioned that they were so concerned about his care. And Mr. Benito, we don't talk much about the care that's not being offered in these detention centers, and we certainly don't talk about the women, the pregnant women, the recent mothers who have been detained. Many of them denied care. They are having miscarriages and childbirths. They're being shackled while they are giving birth. It is inhumane. It is why I reintroduced the Pregnant Women in Custody Act. Mr. Benito, how urgent are these reforms needed in these immigration detention centers today?
We need it now. I mean, when you do not have due process, when our members of Congress that have, right, by law, the right to oversee what's going on in these centers and are being denied or are being told you need to send an email and talk to, so it is not accountability or oversight when ICE dictates the terms of when members of Congress can go into a detention center, right? And so we need accountability. We need accountability and transparency now, and we ask, right, as you go back to D.C., to use whatever powers that you have to demand ICE be forthcoming with what they are doing and be accountable to the people.
Thank you. And Bob, you talked so much about the workforce and the economic fallout. How are unions stepping up to protect workers from the economic fallout of a kidnapping agenda that actually prioritizes fear over fairness?
So we've done a number of things over the course of the last couple of years leading up to this. And I would also say that another part of the big lie is that this is good for workers, because it's not. We've done Know Your Rights campaigns. We are in the community educating both our members, their families. But even before that, we were doing citizenship workshops. We were very involved in helping people get to their temporary protected status for asylum seekers. So we're on the ground working with our partners like ICER, like the ICER affiliates, and other and our affiliate unions to make sure that we are getting in the hands of people cards and training and whatever resources they need to protect themselves and their community.
Thank you. And Madam Chair, just indulge me with the last word coming from the pastor. You have a president who's selling Bibles. I am certain that he has not read it. So based on what you see happening outside of churches and schools, how does this align, this kind of terror, align with your religious teachings? Bring it home for us, please.
Quickly, please. We have to wrap to get to the press conference.
It is nothing new for Christianity and the gospel to be co-opted by those who seek to enrich their own power and enrich their own pockets. Going back to the very founding of Christianity, and I won't go all the way there.
Thank you.
But this is nothing new. And there are all around us all the time people who are holding the faith, grandmothers, teachers, elders, children who know the faith of Jesus Christ and are holding it. And that is where I look for inspiration, because we are coming together and a new day is coming.
Thank you, and I yield back. Thank you.